Come with me on a walk to look for signs of spring. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and everywhere things are changing. Buds are on trees, plants are starting to show. And here in the garden, I'm making new discoveries with my friend, Raccoon. Well, what have we found? I see green. Look who's coming back. It's the Shasta Daisies. Pretty soon, they'll look like this. Some more flowers are coming up in the garden. Look here, lamb's ear and irises. They're really small, but pretty soon they're going to grow really tall, and they're going to look just like this. This is what they looked like last year, bright purple irises. Even some herbs are starting to come back. Chives are perennials, so they'll come back each year. And so will parsley. It's almost looking good enough to eat, isn't it, Raccoon? But this one I don't eat. I save it for someone else. Someone else in my garden really enjoys eating parsley. Can you guess who it could be? He's very small. It's the swallowtail caterpillar. They eat all my parsley. So I grow it just for them. It looks like someone else has been in my garden. Whose poop is this? Who's pooping in my garden? These small round balls are everywhere. Lots and lots. Do you know who this is? Take a guess. It's the rabbit. Rabbits love to visit the garden, especially in the spring. Something else is in the garden. Bright purple flowers. Do you know what these are? One of the first flowers we usually see in the spring. They are called crocuses, and they're very small and very bright. Take a look up here, high in the sumac tree. Do you see what I see? There's a robin in the tree. Let's get a closer look. He's eating the sumac berries. They're fuzzy little berries that last all winter long, and robins love to munch on them, and so do many birds. That's how they fill up through the winter, the staghorn sumac. A nice treat in the winter or early spring. Let's listen to the robin's beautiful song. Last year, a robin laid 4 eggs in a nest right by my house. Those eggs hatched, and there was little birds. I took pictures of them all the time. They grew so fast. They would be loud, and they would call for their mom or dad to bring them food. They would get bigger, and feathers would emerge. The more feathers they got, the bigger they got, and pretty soon they were on top of each other in the nest. When they got too big and had all their feathers, they left the nest. I wonder if they'll come back and visit again. What a surprise! 2 cardinals in a tree. Look up in the tree. Do you hear him? There's a woodpecker in the tree.
Oh, he's taking it all.
Now, cardinals and woodpeckers are also around in the winter, but they're very, very active in the spring. You know who else is very active right now in the spring? Who do you think did this? And this. Right here in the city, we have beavers. Take a look by water. Maybe you'll see one. Here's a sure sign of spring. Right over there, there's a small pond. Do you hear them? The peepers. One of my favorite signs of spring. And if we're near water in the spring, we're sure to hear the red-winged blackbird. Listen. Just like the crocuses, the snowdrops are some of the first flowers that we'll see in the spring. These ones are from my garden. But if you take a walk out in the woods, there's snowdrops there too. Do you see them? Little tiny white flowers sitting right on the edge of the escarpment. They're so very beautiful and delicate. There's lots of wildflowers coming out in the woods and in the gardens. And when there's flowers, there's sure to be some pollinators. You might not be able to see them now, but I can hear them. There's little bees, and I even saw a butterfly today. The bugs are back, the flowers are out, and spring sure is in the air. And what's also lovely about spring is every time I step outside my door, something will be different. I wonder what signs of spring you'll find. Till next time, Ona.